There are news about the upcoming DC Extended Universe movie Birds of Prey. The American authority MPAA has given the film with Harley Quinn an R rating, and the official reasons for the R rating are also included. The film is supposed to contain strong violence and language and also some sexual and drug material. So it is clear Birds of Prey will be very brutal. So the movie goes in a similar direction as the box office hit Joker, which is now considered the most successful R-rated movie of all time. In the past, the usual age rating for DCEU films was mostly PG-13. Birds of Prey will be released on February 6, 2020 in the cinemas. Besides Aquaman 2 and The Flash, also Shazam 2 is now the third DC movie with a fixed release date for 2022. As Warner Bros. Announced last week, Shazam 2 will be released in US cinemas on April 1st, 2022. But what will the plot revolve around? A mid-credit scene from the first part suggests that Dr. Sivana and Mr. Mind will join forces to dominate the 7 magical kingdoms. Teenager Billy Batson's task will be to transform himself into the adult superhero Shazam and protect the magical kingdoms with his friends. The shooting of Shazam 2 hasn't started yet, and there's nothing else officially fixed yet. What is certain, however, is that next year Margot Robbie's Birds of Prey will be released on February 6 and Wonder Woman 1984 on June 4th. Amazon spares no effort and expense for the new Lord of the Rings series to become just as stunning as the film trilogy. As has now become known, the next actress is already committed. Morfydd Clark will play the role of the young elf Galadriel. Clark is currently starring in the HBO series His Dark Materials and in the horror movie Crawl. There is no official statement from Amazon yet, but Variety seems pretty sure that Clark is on board. In the Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit trilogy, Galadriel was impersonated by Cate Blanchett. However, also an already announced star will leave the project, namely Maze Runner actor Will Poulter. Apparently, the reason was difficulties with the schedule. The location of the Amazon series is New Zealand, with its fairy tale-like landscapes. The series will comprise 20 episodes in the first season and will be available to Amazon Prime members free of charge in 2021. A lot of fans were excited about the idea that Quentin Tarantino will start a Star Trek spin-off with R rating and then retire after his 10th movie. However, this will probably not happen because Tarantino recently confirmed to Consequence of Sound that he hasn't been in contact with the studio management for a long time now. After Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, with a top-class cast and a budget of $19 million, you can also imagine that Tarantino might be able to slow down a bit and take on a smaller, more intimate project as a conclusion to his legacy. He himself says that there's a really big idea in his head, but right now the idea of a smaller audience just feels right and appealing to him. So the intended horror movie also might be pushed into the distant future. In the summer he said that he could imagine a horror movie as the last movie if he had an idea. Nevertheless, we will have to be patient for quite a while until Tarantino has finally decided on his final movie. The worldwide musical hit Cats will be released in the cinemas in a few days. Actually, you might think that the musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber will become a self-runner due to its popularity, but that doesn't seem to be the case when reading the scathing comments of fans and critics. Even the first trailer couldn't really impress anybody because of its unconvincing design and rather reminds of a horror movie than a musical. Even director Tom Hoopers, who delivered decent material with The King's Speech and Les Miserables, didn't exactly cover himself with glory with his version of Cats. According to the net community, those who watch the movie won't have much fun since the film doesn't feel like an exciting musical. In the end, it turned out to be a trash movie which is supposed to have little to do with a musical. For all those who still want to watch Cats, it will be shown in the US cinemas from December 20, 2019.